So here we are at a cut-through island. We just wanted to go through an example here. The next step, the cut-through island, we want to measure the par width and we want to measure the par depth. So first we will take the measurement of the par width. And we just need to verify that this is greater than 5 feet. So here,
5 feet 9 inches.
So here we have a par width of 5 feet 9 inches. So we're compliant there. So we put 5 feet 9 on the form. And then the depth. We just need to make sure that we're more than 6 feet in our entire cut-through island in order to have the DWS. If we were less than 6 feet, then we would not have the DWS. Only if we have more than 6 feet, we have the DWS. And we have way beyond 6 feet, so we do require the DWS. Next on our item, we will talk about the pedestrian push button. So here we have a pedestrian push button. We're going to measure a couple of things. First, we're going to measure the height of the push button to make sure it's 42 inches plus or minus 2 inches. Or if engineer approval, we can go from 36 inches to 46 inches. Secondly, we want to measure how far away we are from the push button to the turning space. We need to be 10 inches away, or with engineer approval, we can be up to 18 inches away. So first we will measure the height of the push buttons. And this can easily be done by taking somebody on a tape measure and then somebody with the smart level, and the smart level put up to the push button, and the tape measure can be raised to it.
And it is 46 inches.
And we're at 46 inches. So here, if this was our project, we would require engineer approval, and upon the engineer approval, we would be okay. Next, we want to measure how far away we are from the turning space. So we put our level up to the push button, and we can put our tape measure straight down. And we put a little mark there on the smart level to see where we hit.
So right there.
Right there. And then we can measure how far that is.
15 inches.
And we're at 15 inches. So once again, we're over our 10 inches, but we're under our 18. So if we got engineer approval, then we could be compliant within that 18 inches. Some of the things that we need to require or look at in our cut-through island is we need to look at our part requirements. So we need to look at our cross slope. So we'll get our cross slope of our cut-through island to make sure that that is less than 2%.
0.1%.
Our cross slope is 0.1%, so we are under 2% there, so we are in compliance. So we can make a note of that. We also want to check to see if there are any vertical discontinuities. That applies anywhere within the par. So our most common place for a vertical discontinuity is where your cut-through island will meet the road. Here we have asphalt going to concrete, and we have a vertical discontinuity. So we put our level on the road and on the concrete, and we can see a gap there. And when we use our tape measure, we can see that we have a vertical discontinuity of 5/8 of an inch. This is greater than a ½ inch, so the way to repair this is to come through and do a mill and mill it down to so it's the same level as the concrete. Next, we need to look at the detectable warning surface itself. So we'll go through the detectable warning surface items there. You know, you have your type, your color, your curb cut width, and the detectable warning surface depth, and then make sure that it's within the 2 inches and that there's no gaps. So first we have a polymer surface, so we will circle that. The color is yellow, so it contrasts with the concrete. The cut through width we just measured was our 5 feet 9, so we're greater than 4 feet. Our detectable warning surface, our depth is 2 feet, so we're okay there. Our corners. Our detectable warning surface needs to be placed at the face of the curb for all the detectable warning surfaces that are placed on a cut-through island. So our detectable warning surface we will place at the face of the curb here, it is 18 inches back from the face of the curb. So in order to be compliant, we should move the detectable warning surface up to be right on the face of the curb. And we just need to make sure detectable warning surface spans the full width of our cut-through island. In this case, it does. And lastly, we just need to make sure that there are no gaps in the detectable warning surface itself. In our case, there are no gaps.